Day in many ways, isn't it? 2,000 plus in the ground and 4 wins in a row. Just your feelings right now?
Well, like I said, winning 4 games on the trot at any level is a tremendous achievement. But to win your 4 league games is it goes a little way to offset what happened last Saturday. I'm still, people that know me, still bitter and twisted about last Saturday, but that's it's up to the players to put that to one side and pigeonhole that off and make sure we got the result today. And what pleased me today is that again with the win, I don't think we did particularly well. We came in at 0-0 at half time and never, although we had a lot of possession, didn't create enough chances. But then went out in the second half and we decided to move the ball a bit quicker in the last third. And I thought some of the passing movements we put together in the second half were superb. And unfortunately, they didn't culminate in goals. I'm thinking about the one that Justin Bennett put over the bar, and when George had that tremendous volley that just went past the post. But the build-up play and the passing the ball inside the fullback, then outside the fullback, then playing 1-2s on the edge of the box to create chances proves we can play football and on a sticky pitch. And like you said, Jeremy, to have nearly 2,200 people here for a league game, it's and not be one of your local rivals is a tremendous achievement. And a lot's got to go out to Aerial Direct. It's someone that I've been working hard with, with a sponsor to get it. I suppose in many ways there's a tinge of disappointment because I thought we could have got 3,000, but that's me being me. But if we had 2,200 at every single one of our next league games, then this club will go for where it wants to be. I'm hoping that we capture some of those fans, and they will. The winning was probably important, and hopefully they'll come back. And we're due for another big crowd, I suppose, against Hammond Waterloo on Boxing Day. So yeah, all's good.
Okay, the 2 goals that were scored, brilliant goals.
Yeah, I think at this level they have to be. No one's going to gift you goals at this level, and it's very pleasing. And George Barker for me is getting better and better and better. He's playing well below the level that George can play. He's a match winner, and pleasing for me today was not the way that he created chances and he scored a goal, but it's the dirty side of the game, the ugly side, and his defending. That their threat was down that side, and TJ was getting. I thought he handled the wide player very, very well, but he was probably the quickest player on the park. And and George came back and did his fair share of defending. And sometimes these gifted, creative players, they don't want to do the defensive side of the game, but he certainly did that today. He put a shift in, and if anyone was doing man of the match, he thoroughly deserved it.
A couple of weeks ago, obviously, you were pulling your hair out over, obviously, the injuries and suspensions, but you're now in a situation where you've got the right sort of dilemma, as a manager, haven't you?
We have, this week, Jamie White's gone out to get games at Farnborough, and Lee Walt's gone to Paul Town. Ben Harding's on his way back. Ben was on the bench today, although I had no intention of really using him unless I really, really had to. Ben's now got 2 weeks where he's got 4 training sessions and the blank Saturday where we might try and get a friendly in to give him some games. So Ben Harding will be coming back, and that's a massive plus for us to have his experience and his ability back in the side. To get Brett Pote injured today with the calf, sometimes you pull your hair out and thinking, I've just sent one centre half to Petersfield and then in Adam Bryce, and then all of a sudden I've got no one on the bench. But Andy Robinson went back in there and looked like he's a quality centre half. Maybe I'll make a defender out of him yet.
And one last question. Well, actually, it's a compliment in many ways. I don't know whether you remember, but this is your 10th anniversary as manager today, almost to the day, in fact. So what a day to celebrate that.
That's nice of you to say. 10 years at one club, I suppose. At this time, this time in football, really, is where managers are sacked on a whim, sacked on a few bad results, and all of a sudden the manager's gone. But this club has stuck by me, and I like to think I delivered in 10 years. I've given you some promotions, and we've gone to Wembley, and I've given you a Hampshire Senior Cup game. So fingers crossed, I'll be here for another 10 years, and I'll be able to replicate those 10, and let's see where that takes us.
Alex, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks very much.